Alright. Hey everyone. So, this topic is really gonna be, difficult because, can you turn it down, babe? It's difficult because it's one thing, it's like this. Spiritually, I have been attacked, and reality, I've been attacked. And I have stated a lot of names when it comes to the people that attack me spiritually. In the I guess in the secret societies of the famous part of the world. When it comes to where I live at, I haven't really stated who the people was or who they are, because it hurts. But it's to that point, like, I have to do this. I don't want to. I have to do this due to the fact, that's some tissue right there, babe. I have to do it due to the fact of this. The names I'm going to call out last names. Alright? I'm going to just call out the last names to the families. But to the bloodlines of the people, so you will understand why the things are going on with y'all and your families. Because in our town, since I came into this situation of coming to who I am, because they kept putting so many spells on me, they was backfiring and killing people. Like, in our town, maybe you might get a death here and there, maybe 2 or 3. You know how they say, you get one every 3 months or something like that. It wasn't that big a deal, but then it got to a point, like every time you turn around, somebody was just dying. And it's because of the spells they was throwing on me. Current spells and old spells that was backfiring. And a lot of people was like just dying off of tragic situations. If you hear something, my son is eating something right now. However, I'm going to say like this. In this situation, it hurts due to the fact that I thought these people was family. I thought the love that I was receiving, even though I know it was kind of funky, I still accepted it. You understand? As a child growing up. And I saw a lot of little giggles and smirks and stuff once I turned my head, and I could feel the energy shift when someone walks past me, and how I was, mocked and all of these different things. But I was like, hey, that's family. That's how people are and this and that. When it came to my mother, a lot of stuff when she was talking about how people was treating her, technically, she was talking about how they was doing me. Like, she was throwing it in my face the whole time, and I didn't even know it. It's a lot. I ain't gonna get deep into it. You got enough of videos from the beginning when I started talking about it to go back. So, I'm about to call out family names, alright? The last of the names and places. And I want y'all to know that, oh, I forgot it was. Hold on. Alright, so, not saying everybody in the family, but a good chunk of people that's in the families have been tied to my situation. And they all play roles. So this is how it happened. When I was a kid, they did an experiment in the town, and a lot of them jumped on board, and they start receiving money long time ago. They received money long time ago. When they found out about me, the people in the town started finding out about me because they had to put a facade up. They had to put a wall up so I wouldn't know what's going on. So other people had to get on board. When they found out that because of who I was, they found out, oh, this is how we can have money, this and that. And I should have known, because after a certain amount of time, the neighborhoods and stuff started going down really bad. After a certain amount of time, like everything was flourishing for a while, and then everything just started changing. And I think that's because of my energy started shifting. And the thing about it is, family members, church members, everybody was in on it. And they played a role whenever they need to play the role. So this is also the other part of it. Because they signed their souls over, these elites and these people in higher power was using their bodies as televisions. They would get inside their systems and watch me through all of this stuff. Okay, they were soul swap. They would swap whatnot, shapeshifters and stuff like that. So the elites were utilizing their bodies at the same time, but it's because they sold their souls, just like the elites sold their souls. But they have the demonic part of the soul. So the godly side of them is like minimized. And now the demonic side of them is flowing through, so they jump around or whatever. And this whole town had put curses on me because they didn't want the divine union to happen. So that's why a lot of them did that. And they did a lot of stuff, experiments, governments experimented on me as a kid. Because we had a lot of tests and things. I talked about that before. I went through a lot of experiments and stuff like that. Excuse me. A lot of injections, a lot of pills. When I was a kid, I kept taking random pills that found out they're supposed to kill you off. Injections. I always had to go get blood work done. I always had to get MRI, CT scans and stuff, check stuff. I had a lot that was going on as a kid, off and on as I got older as well. But these people was all part of it. A lot of them have sacrificed their own kids in the process. They won't tell you that, but they did. A lot of them sacrificed their own kids, family members, and stuff like that so they can get financial gains and stuff, or spells on me. So let me just get down to it. First and foremost, the local police department, all of them, the past sheriffs, deputies, the chiefs, the past chiefs, definitely. Matter of fact, the last chief, I think he's a chief, he lived across the street from me. Yeah, he monitors me. He bought a dog just so he can walk around the house to keep an eye on me. Sometimes he comes out, it's like I come outside and coincidentally he's out at the same time. Yeah, it's like that. He watches me. So let's get to the name. So my maiden name is Barkley. Okay. Our family is related to Charles Barkley. Technically, he's my second cousin per the thing. Okay. So the Barkley family, the McNair family, the Sanders family, the Nixon family, the Norman family, the Knight family, the Robertson family, the Purvis family, the Biggs family, the Armstrong family, the Bell family, the James family, the Bass Knight family, the Jones family, the White family. Now this is in town. Okay, however, I am a Jones. I was a Jones. That family got me too. Yeah, because they work in the system. One is, when it comes to my last marriage, one of them worked with medicine, that prescribe medicines and stuff, and the other one works in the mental health system. And then the son dabs in black magic. I didn't know that till later on, while I was married. Yeah, so that, yeah. The Owens, because I was married to an Owens, that too. Yeah, it's like that. They got a family member that works in the, with the government, and one works with the DS system. Yeah, there's spirits, child, spirits. All right, let's keep going. The barber, the NAACP, because he's from here. Yeah, he's a part of it, his family. Yeah, Oprah and all of them like that. Yeah, that's how they got me, through him. That's their transportation. That's how they get through a lot. They got other people, but he's the main one. Okay. The NAACP leader dude. I don't think he's there anymore, but yeah, that's how they got a lot of the messages cross, back and forth. Oh God, help me. The Greenville NC DSS. They got me. Local DSS, they got me. The Norfolk, Virginia DSS, they got me. Vidant Hospital in Greenville, North Carolina, the hospital, they got me a couple times. And the Mental Institute got me. What else? The police department down there got me as well. Yeah, they got me. The hospital in Plymouth, North Carolina, they really got me. Because the year that I so-called was born, they stopped having births at the hospital. Yeah, ain't that a quinkydink. They was having births. They were doing births. And literally the year that I was born, they stopped having births at the hospital. They got the money up front. Yeah. So if there's any other names, I will call them out. Do I want to do that? Nah. Oh. I have to. ECU Pirate Realty. I had an apartment with them, and they would come in the house, but they was doing stuff too. Cause I found I had hidden cameras in my houses that I had in different locations and stuff. Yeah, I didn't know. So when they know my schedule, so when I'm not there, somebody would go in there, cause they knew my schedule for some odd reason. A couple jobs that I had, they got me too. Yeah, yep, they got me. They had people that was working with the team in there, cause I was working with this dude. I can't even remember his name, and he was part Indian, something like that. And then was another guy that was watching me, and I think he with the white he's with the white Masonics. Oh, I forgot them, the Masons and Eastern Stars in the local town. They all, yeah. So, like I told y'all not too long ago, when I go to the laundromat, they'll have them pop up in there, and they'll be quiet, but I can feel the spirits trying to scare me. It don't work, but it is what it is. Oh yeah. The churches in the town, majority of them, yeah, they've been putting spells on me. Because, she told people that I was demonic. So when they start praying and saying stuff or whatever, and they didn't check the spirit to see, like, who am I? And just let y'all know, in this process, no one in the town has came to me and asked me, are you okay? None of them. No one ever came. It is what it is. Oh, I had teachers. Teachers was involved. It's crazy. So it's this lady. She was a substitute teacher. And I thought she was the sweetest thing. Lord, she's a freaking witch. Yeah. The cousin I told y'all about that I was staying with at one time, we was roommates. She took me to this lady's house, and she supposed to have read my palm, my hand. I didn't know who I was. I was a teenager. She read my hand. And lo and behold, these mother suckers putting spells on me. Because, yeah, she has a daughter that when she walked past me one day, and that demon was, yeah. Yep. Do I want to do this? No. But because of who I am, I got to make an example. And see, this is the true example. Not that fake mess and you just messing with some random black child out here just to say you done something when everybody else and the other races done the same thing too. This is something for the world to know, that you don't know who you are in the midst of. There are angels everywhere. Everywhere. And a lot of times the ones that y'all dog out the most are the ones that are angels. See, they got to go through these different things. They had to go through those things because they trying to prove to you how insensitive this world is. That's why they get torn down so much and they go through so much. But everybody on that high horse laugh and ridicule or not realize this is the blessing in disguise for you. All these people that I came across, and they did so much hateful stuff to me over money. But they forgot about their lives. Lives is more important, y'all. I need y'all to know that. How can you spend money if you're not allowed to use it? I need y'all to understand that. You understand? Stop looking at these people just because they at the top in the, how can I say it, in the reality world, thinking like, oh, they got this money, they got all this money, they the biggest, baddest wolf. No, they not. The only thing that's making them look like the biggest, baddest wolf is the money. Now take the money from them. Let's see how they handle life. They can't. That's the biggest, baddest wolf. The one that has the money, and even when you take it away from them, they can still hold their ground. So, stop sitting back and thinking just because a person have a big house and cars and stuff, or they can dress nice and they can go out here and eat all these extravagant dinners and all of that, thinking they something. Because as soon as they lose it, they ain't got nothing. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.